happy 2022. Welcome to the Hummingbird Coven. Thank you so much for becoming a patron and supporting my work, supporting this page. Because of Patreon, I was able to release my very first single called SunDayze that I'll have a link to in the description box down below for your enjoyment and for your inspiration to take more time for self-love and self-care. But yeah, I released that single under the name Azuleje. My name is J. Marie, but that is my stage name. But yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm really thankful for the ability to be able to do that and for the projects to come. So with that being said, welcome to your 2022 Intuitive Oracle Guidance, my water signs. That is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. That's your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, as well as any other placements that you may be want to check out. Maybe you have a lot of planets in that sign, in one of these signs that you want to check out. Maybe you're a cross watcher for someone else in your life. Whatever it is, you might find some wisdom, some guidance here for you. But yeah, get comfy, grab your tea, grab your water, grab candles, crystals, incense, anything that you need, your notebooks. We are going to dive deep into some messages. As you can see, I have some messages pulled for you already, and then I have some messages that I'll pull for your overall reading for my water signs, and then for your individual signs, again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'll have all those links posted in the description box down below for you. But yeah, I think that is it. Call on your ancestors, call on your guides. Take a moment to just sit in meditation, sit in prayer for a second, settle in. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths, and I invite you to take them with me to just acknowledge this moment. Remember why you're here. What did you come to receive? Think about, again, the new year, 2022, the 6th universal year, this new cycle, this new normal. What does that mean? What does that look like? And just take one more big deep breath. If you haven't already, just join me for this last one. Thank you. Yeah, let's jump into your reading. So I'm gonna start with some moon messages. Actually, no, because I did this last time, so I'm gonna make sure I do it properly. I'm going to start with your messages that I pulled. I'm just grabbing my notes here. Your messages that I pulled or that I downloaded when I was meditating on your energy. And then I was also guided to share a prayer that I recently wrote with you, my water signs. So I'll do that afterwards, but I'm going to just share these first. So the overall energy that came through for you, my water signs, the overall kind of theme, the message that I heard is spiritual cleanliness. And it's interesting because if you haven't noticed, or if you have noticed, if you've seen the other two videos, Earth and Air, we're kind of flipped. And that's because I was guided to change up my attic, to clear my attic, to cleanse and clean my attic space before I did your message, water signs, and that speaks to this spiritual cleanliness. So I did that this morning, actually, when I'm filming. I was meant to film about 4 days ago, but I was like, I can't do it now because I need to clean, and at the time I just wasn't able to do it. But yeah, so we cleaned the space, we cleansed the space, we rearranged some things, and that is your energy for the year of 2022. That is what is coming through for you. This is taking care of your space and acknowledging and remembering that spirit lives in space, right? Just think about that for a second and imagine all of the ways that can manifest. But the space within you and around you that holds the spirit, divinity within and around you. This cleanliness allows you to feel safe and grounded enough to be vulnerable with those that you love. Your magic, wisdom, knowledge is expanding. Your capacity is growing. Release the hurt or blame you may be holding on to and allow healing and love to fill you up. Be honest with yourself. And then take a walk and breathe in nature was also a message that came through. Take a walk and breathe in nature. Allow it to inspire you is what's coming through for you, my water signs. Reconnect to Mother Earth. Reconnect to go by a lake, go by the river, go by whatever water is around you. You need it to recharge. I'm also seeing some of you are cleaning up those spaces. So you're again healing Mother Earth. And it supports you in staying grounded and being able to heal yourself, is what's coming through. So you take a garbage bag and you go by a lake or a river and you just clean up the garbage. Another message was coming through for you, but it left me. Hopefully it'll come back. Numbers that I was seeing for you, Pisces. I saw 111. I saw 7. I saw 111, and then I saw 111. I saw 7. This can be 117, 1117 might come through. I saw 3 and I saw 10. So 310 is also coming through. And these energies that come through with this is you. That one, the magician kind of energy, student of life energy. It's saying that you have everything that you need to move through. What's coming through is a portal, and there's also an energy of, again, your wisdom, your divine wisdom is expanding. That 11, it's usually connected to the Justice card, but I often see it as the High Priestess, that 2, those pillars that she sits between. So that energy is coming through. You're connecting to your intuition. You're connecting to your ability to receive divine wisdom and the mysteries and magic is what's coming through, water signs. And you're allowing yourself to move in this new direction is also what's coming through. This is helping you to connect to your divine feminine. This is also helping you to connect to spirit, to source. And it's allowing you to find completion within this cycle. Reconnecting to your power is what's coming through. Reconnecting to your wealth is also coming through. And that's connected to cleansing, opening up your space is what it's doing, right? It's cleansing out all the negative energy, all the things that you no longer need, you no longer work with, that no longer serve you, whatever it is, right? The dust, the garbage, the debris, right? Cleaning all that up to open up your space, your energy to something new, right? For something new to come in. So that's the overall message for my water signs. I got a few messages for the specific signs, but I'll share those in your readings. I'm going to share with you now my prayer, the prayer that's come through. I'm also filming these videos during the January 1st, 2022 to January 11th, 2022 portal. That's also 111 and 1122 kind of energy coming through. But I'm filming during this portal. And so this is a prayer that has come through during this time. And I'll just show you quickly the picture that I drew alongside it. Hopefully you can that, which is basically my reflection of how divine energy moves within and around us. Basically is what this is, all the different and then there was also this energy of DNA with these X's and this the way energy switches in our body, right? Our left brain, the left side of our brain is connected to the right side of our body. The right side of our brain is connected to the left side of our body. The right side of our brain is considered the more feminine in attributes, in a sense, creative side of our brain, right? And then the left side of the body is usually connected to that feminine side, and then vice versa. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna share the prayer. Modupe Ori, my divine consciousness. Modupe to my shadow, my dark moon goddess. Thank you for guiding and protecting my inner child. Thank you for giving her a safe space to play, to create, to learn, to grow, to shine. I pray for balance and union with my divine feminine and masculine reflections, so we may co-create with spirit. Modupe, divine creator, for my connection to this world. Modupe, heavenly diviner, spirit of destiny, for remembrance and guidance on my path and on my journey. Modupe, divine messenger, for opening the way, for duality, for choice, for change of fate. I pray for discipline in spirit. I surrender to inspired action. I flow with ease and clarity towards my destiny. I am rooted in truth and integrity. I am healthy. I am happy. I feel love. I feel free. As above, so below. As within, so without. Modupe, Ashe, Namaste. Yeah, so that is my prayer right now. And I felt guided to share it with you. So if you want to use it, feel free. Or if it inspires you to create your own prayer, even better. And with that being said, let's pull your messages for spring, summer, fall, and winter, your moon messages for my water signs. Again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What's going on in spring of 2022 for my water signs? What's the overall moon message? Cancers are showing up. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. The energy is gaining momentum, is at the bottom of the deck at this moment. I'm just going to clarify this message really quickly. You and your loved ones are safe. There's an energy of almost nesting. Again, cleaning your space. There's an energy of preparing your space for something. And in doing that, again, I was talking about connecting to your magic as well. Working your magic to protect your space, to protect your environment is what's coming through. One card, please. There's something about this feeling of safety is new to you. This is a new moon. And there's something about, like, this is like a reassurance, like you're okay, you're safe here. It's new, and I feel like there's an energy of worry. There's like a mother's worry that's coming through, but you're safe here. You have Albotain, Aries energy coming through. You have 2, which is that High Priestess energy I was talking about. Reconciliation and serenity. In order to be approached by others, you must first encounter your anger. I don't know if this is you or this is someone else in your life, There's an energy of communicating with a masculine. In order to be approached by others, you must first encounter your anger. Manifestation and magic. Life is a magical experience. Become the muse of your own verses. There's something about communicating something new to a masculine energy, to create. There's an energy of frustration that's coming through. I don't know if you're frustrated or a masculine in your life is frustrated, but there's an energy of communicating in a safe space. There's an energy of like boundaries that's coming up. And then there's an energy of healing that's coming through. Yeah, healing a reflection, healing something is being revealed to you, something is being shown to you or to someone, and there's an energy of you're talking about it. You have the safe space to talk about it in the springtime is what's coming through. I hope this is making sense. My water signs, it's a little bit cryptic, which makes sense because that is also High Priestess energy. It forces you to look kind of between the lines. I'm seeing use your throat chakra and your third eye chakra to communicate something. You might be a mother communicating to a child. You might be a Cancer communicating to an Aries. You might just be a feminine communicating to a masculine energy. So take it how it resonates with you. But this is a conversation about maybe either yours or someone else's frustration in a certain situation. There's an energy of kind of praying over it, or just speaking like nurturing and healing and support. Cancer energy, mother energy, home energy, ancestor energy is also coming through. This is a supportive conversation that's happening in the springtime that then I feel like also helps you to manifest something in the future. Manifest, again, this new cycle of the ability to feel safe to have conversations maybe is a message that's coming through. It's a safe space to have these conversations that are challenging, that are frustrating, but need to happen so that you're able to work better together to create something, to manifest something, whether that be something tangible or it's just clarity of mind, or it's emotional calmness and peace. But that is what is coming through for springtime, my water signs. I'm gonna pull summer. What's a moon message for summer for my water signs for 2022? What is the moon message for summer for 2022? One card, please. Ooh, thank you. What do you need to release? What do you need to release in the summertime? Let's clarify this energy. What do you need to release in the summertime, water signs? Thank you. Defense and alliance. Yeah, there's an energy of a guard is up, or a guard was up. So in the springtime, you're finding a realization that you are now safe to have these conversations. Again, whoever it is you're speaking to. And then as you move into the summer, it's time to now release that anger, release the pain, the resentment, the whatever it is that you felt you had to protect yourself from, because we're in a safe space now, is what's coming through. Roots and foundations. There's an energy of new roots. Like laying down a new foundation, new roots is what's coming through. Protect yourself from those who do not wish you well, yet offer your help to those who most need it. Saturn coming through for the third time. Saturn currently sitting in the sign of Aquarius. For some of you, this is a conversation about how much time someone spends online, or someone not having boundaries when it comes to being online. They spend like all their time there, or they're just it's like they're wasting their time, is kind of an energy that's coming through. And it's creating a safe space. So there's almost an intervention energy depending on who you are. But this is creating a safe space to talk about restrictions and limitations and why they're important when it comes to technology, especially as we move into this Aquarian age, where this energy just continues to expand and continues to grow and continues to evolve at a very, very quick rate. And it can be useful. And so it's not about completely shutting it out, right? It's not about saying, well, you can't use it at all. But it's just about, okay, what are boundaries that need to be put in place so that this space is supportive to your life instead of taking away from your life, or from the other person's life, whoever this conversation is being had with. It's also checking that within ourselves, right? So again, take it as it resonates. It might be more so for someone else, but everything is a reflection about what we need to look at in ourselves. But yeah, so it's finding some rules, some regulations when it comes to technology, when it comes to the internet, and specifically social media right now. Just being aware, right? Just being aware of what we're consuming and what that then manifests in our environment, right? That's what we're spiritual cleanliness. We need to release some of that, maybe some misinformation, maybe just some very triggering just energies that you just don't need to see. Sometimes you just need a break from that stuff, right? So it's just about knowing when to take a break is really what's coming through, and opening yourself up back to real human connection and communication, maybe with the people who are in your home, possibly with a mother, or again with a masculine. This could be, once again, mother and child energy, Cancer and Aries energy, and then again just feminine, masculine energy that's coming through. But real connection again, right? And being open to that and having conversations with the people who are actually in your life, especially at this time when we are very much in our home space, and will probably continue to be in our home space until 2023, 2024, realistically. So again, new normal, what does that look like? What do you need to release? What no longer serves you? What is actually necessary, right? For your not only for your survival at this time, because that is something that is coming through, but for you to be able to thrive during this time, Because why wouldn't you want to thrive if the opportunity was presented to you, right? If you had the space to be able to welcome that in, is what's coming through. So I hope this message is making sense, my water signs. But yeah, those are the energies that are coming through. Look to your spirit, right? Again, tend to your spirit, tend to your space, cleanse it, clean it, and then take walks in nature and allow yourself to be inspired. Allow your allow yourself to explore it is also an energy that's coming through. Explore new ways to spend your time, to spend your energy, to create, if that makes sense. Moving on to fall. Fall 2022 for my water signs. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. You Are Good Enough has come through for the second time at the bottom of your deck. What do you need to release to make the move into this new cycle, into this new space, into this new manifestation? Wisdom and Affinity. Card number 6, which is Lover's energy. This is Gemini energy. And we have Venus and Mercury also coming through. Again, in our thoughts, in our communication about what, there's an energy that feels good to, again, you're safe, so it feels good, it feels right. It is an energy that's coming through. It feels right. This feels right. For some of you, this could be a relationship. This could be a relationship for some of you. Wisdom and Affinity. Duality teaches that in order to love, we must bind together what differentiates us. Again, it's seeing the person as your reflection. It's noticing when you go to talk to somebody about something that is maybe frustrating you or bothering you. Where do you see that within yourself, right? When you're maybe pointing fingers at someone else, look at what are 3 ways that manifests in my own life, right? Kind of energy coming through. And there's an energy of this helps you realize that you're not so different, right? You're just human. Like it just is what it is. People make mistakes, and then it allows you to have more compassion, tap into that unconditional love, and be able to resolve it in a safe space, right? So that you can let down the walls, you can let down the defense, the armor that you have up around this person that you're supposed to. There's an energy of have a close relationship, right? Mother and child, if it's whatever relationship, actually, it doesn't even matter. A relationship that you love and that you cherish, but you have a wall up, you have an armor up, because there's an energy of you might go off on each other sometimes. Is an energy that's coming through. Or there's just like some sort of miscommunication, or you don't see eye to eye on something. But again, it's saying where can you work on that within yourself? And then there's an energy of lead by example. Very Cancer energy, Mother energy. This is a cardinal sign. Cancer is a cardinal sign, which is leadership. Separation and conflict. Turn your problems into opportunities. Treat hostility with kindness. Yeah, because you know what that is within yourself, so you can be more kind and more helpful to the people in your life who are making honest mistakes, right? Maybe there's been situations in the past, people in the past who intentionally try to sabotage you, try to sabotage maybe the relationship or whatever the case scenario may be. But now you're in a space, you're in a relationship, you're in a home, you're in an environment where it is safe to love, it is safe to open up, it is safe to be vulnerable, because there's compassion coming from both sides as well as what's coming through. There's a recognition and an understanding that we are each other's reflection. So let's allow this relationship to heal us and to support us and to nurture us. Again, Cancer energy. Allow us to grow and evolve as we were meant to. Last message, winter, for winter 2022 for my water signs. Thank you. Your hard work is paying off. Another cardinal energy, Capricorn, which is the father in astrology. Another new moon. You're moving into new cycles this year. And look at these cards in between. These opposite energies. But are they really so different? Is kind of what's coming through. Are they really so different? Okay, last clarifier, last card. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Clarify this message for my water signs. Winter 2022. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. That's this manifestation. Manifestation and magic that's coming through. Prosperity lies ahead. That's also, though, there's an energy of the stubbornness and the walls that are up. But those are being shaken, though. Those are being shaken right now by Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Because you're meant to get to this prosperity that lies ahead. Again, your hard work is paying off. Individuality and synergy. Leo energy. This is giving me you're confident. This is also giving me kind of inner child energy, children possibly energy. You might be a teacher is coming through. Or again, a parent, right? Is what's coming through. Saturn coming through for the 4th time. And Jupiter coming through for the 2nd time. You also had Venus twice and Mercury twice. So definitely pay attention to Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury during the year of 2022. Pay attention to the numbers 2 and 6. This is a 6 universal year. 2 is that high priestess energy, but again, also pay attention to 11, as I mentioned before. And then I'm also seeing 8 is coming through. So 2024 is also coming through. This is the setup, this is the foundation for what's ahead and what's waiting for you is what's coming through in 2024. Individuality and synergy. Our human existence is the purest form of alchemy, for our mind, body, and spirit must work in perfect harmony. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of you're connecting to your wisdom, you're connecting to your magic, you're connecting to your, there's an energy of resources that is coming through. Again, by rebuilding these relationships in your life and working with the people in your life, with your soul family, you're able to work in perfect harmony to manifest a magical experience, to manifest the life that you wish to live is also what's coming through. Prosperity lies ahead to manifest the luxury, the comfort, the job also is what's coming through. Shadow work and awakening. Yeah, these are those tough conversations. Is that shadow work that needs to be done. That pain that's being pushed into the darkness, darkest parts of our mind, darkest parts of our spirit, right? But that needs to come up, that needs to be addressed. The frustrations, the anger, the pain, the resentment, the miscommunication, whatever it is, it needs to be addressed so that we're able to heal it, move forward, release it, find compassion, and see the potential in each other, and then make that first move towards this new cycle and trust that our hard work is paying off. And awakening, right? You're awakening to this potential, this, what did I say? This, your capacity is expanding. The night will come and she will hold your fear. It is in the darkness when the moon blazes. So it's interesting that you have 2 new moons, 2 dark moons. My water signs, definitely work your magic. Work your magic during, well, the new moon in Capricorn passed, but maybe for 2020, the new moon in Capricorn happening in 2023, although it might happen in December, so also pay attention to that. But the new moon in Capricorn at the end of this year, and make sure to work your magic and to set your game plan for 2024, right, is a message that came through. Now that you've built this foundation with this energy, new moon in Cancer, pay attention to the new moon in Cancer this year, as well as the new moon in Taurus. Those are going to be very potent and powerful times for you. Pay attention to the cardinal months. You might want to check out the cardinal signs. Those are Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. No, Virgo's a mutable sign. Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, right? Yes, Libra, and I'm missing something. What am I missing? If you know, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but I'll either write it in the comments down below, or if you know, comment it down below. Okay, so that was your overall moon messages for the year of 2022, my water signs. I'm going to move on to your overall planet sign and house that is supporting you, as well as the masculine, feminine, and union energies that are coming through for you this year. And then we will get into your personal messages. So I haven't seen these cards. I will be channeling live. So the overall planet, you have the South Node. The sign, you have Aquarius. And then, oh my gosh, 10th house. So this is giving me the energy of pay attention again to how much time you spend on the internet. Saturn is in Aquarius, is what I was talking about. South Node is about what feels comfortable as an energy that's coming through, what we're used to, right? How we're maybe used to spending our time. Maybe the past few years you've been spending even more time on the internet, on social media, or whatever it is, and you've become comfortable with that, right? But you're kind of wasting time as an energy that's coming through. So it's going to be a challenge, but this is about setting boundaries so that this internet space becomes your workspace or your career space, and that's what you spend your time on. Other than that, maybe you set yourself a limit. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe it's an hour of time where you can just scroll or do whatever you want to do. But it's creating certain boundaries to to best use your time. Best use your time and your energy, right? Everything is a transaction. You're giving your time and energy to this screen, to these messages that are popping up on your feed. And they influence you and they affect you and they affect the way your life is reflected back to you, right? So it's just being very aware. Remember your vision responsibly. There's an energy of also, again, you don't want to be distracted from what your vision is. There's also an energy of illusions that's coming through. Jupiter just moved into Pisces. Pisces rules spirituality, but spirituality also rules illusions, kind of that mist, right? The mist between the worlds. It can get a little hazy, it can get confusing. A lot of what we're seeing can be an illusion. So it's being very clear, very responsible about what your vision is. What is the vision that you were given as to where you're meant to go in the next 2 years, right? 2024 again is coming through. Consider what's new and different about success. There's an energy of you might have a different definition of what success means to you, is what's coming through. Yeah, you might be developing a new perspective about what success means to you. Anxiety about the discoveries of where you're going. And I feel like there's an energy of anxiety because it's forcing you to open up to certain relationships, to people in your life. And you're anxious about whether you can be open and feel safe with them or not, but you can, is very much what's coming through. What does it really, again, there's an energy of what does it really mean for you to be successful, and there's a strong emphasis on home and family that's coming through. So I hope that that makes sense for you. Okay, let's get into the divine feminine energy. 12th house and winter, Princess of Swords, Page of Swords. This is observe your darkness, my feminines. Observe your darkness, my feminines. Observe your shadows. Observe your fears. What do they tell you about where you don't want to be and where you do want to be as you look to the future, right? Observe your spirit. Seek oneness with all there is. There's an energy of pray. This is giving me like almost a whisper. This is giving me a whisper. This is giving me work done in hiding, yeah, in the quiet. It's secrets that are coming through for you, divine feminine. Keep your involvement hidden. Come back to your faith. Look at the hidden tendencies within yourself. Yeah. A lot of spiritual messages are coming through for you, my water signs. So, yeah, there's almost an energy for this is going to be a very transformative year for you. A lot of things are going to die away. A lot of things are going to end. Or maybe a lot of things have kind of died away and ended. And right now, this year is your transformation phase before you move towards the rebirth, is what's coming through. You move towards the evolution, is what's coming through. Divine masculine energy. Gemini and High Priestess. Gemini and the High Priestess. Talking to your people, them. Following your intuition. There's an energy of stating what you'd like to be known. There's almost an energy of like speaking something into existence. By speaking it to divine, there's an energy of you're asking for something. Again, there's an energy of prayers coming through. You're asking for, again, the life that you desire, the life that you want to build, the life that you want to see manifest by 2024, right? 2024. There's an energy of follow Ori. There's also an energy of pay attention to the moon cycles, pay attention to when the moon is in Gemini on a monthly basis, but especially the new moon in Gemini and the full moon in Gemini that will be happening this year for my masculines. Yeah, things are fluctuating. The energy around you is fluctuating and changing so quickly. There's so many realities that are kind of the energy that's coming through is like there's so many realities that are just flashing in front of your face. Like each day it's almost like you're in a new timeline is almost what's coming through. So it's about, and then I just saw someone spin like a wheel. There's an energy of Wheel of Fortune that's coming through. You did have number 10 come up. Wheel of Fortune energy is coming through. Your fate is changing is what's coming through. So state what you would like to manifest. Yeah. Claim your destiny is definitely what's coming through. Speak to your spirit, speak to your guides. Remember is also what's coming through. Reconnect to your Ori, to your higher self, to your divine consciousness, to the part of you that is connected to Creator. Reconnect with your breath is also what's coming through. Gemini rules the lungs. The lungs, the arms, the hands. It's about, there's an energy of extending, opening up to receive, to share information. Is also what's coming through. Again, communication coming through. Yeah, love that for you. Okay, union energy. Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter energy. Expansion, abundance. Jupiter is in Pisces and will be in Pisces throughout. It's, wow. All I can say is wow. This is luck. This is abundance. This is growth. This is expansion. This is, again, a change of fortune, a change of fate. If you've had a low season, if you've had a lot of death, right? A lot of things die away, or maybe a lot of people have passed. This is the season where, as you come into union with the masculine and feminine energies, you step into this energy of abundance. You have learned from your lessons. You're ready to maybe even teach. For some of you, there is an energy of, again, of children, possibly twins is coming through. Or siblings. Again, for some of you, you're working with children. Siblings is coming through. Possibly twins for some of you. This is the granting of good fortune. This is the granting of blessings that's coming through in your life. You have to choose it, though. You have to be open to it. You have to be ready to receive it. Clean out your space. Clean out your spirit. Learn or teach what you want to be known, seeking oneness with all there is. Be positive about what is believed about philanthropy. Grow and expand. Use the quickest way and keep your involvement hidden. Again, this is an energy of quiet work. Again, working your magic in your home space. Changing that environment and then how that reflects in your outer environment. The granting of information to explain your faith. Blessings from communications about hidden tendencies. Good fortune. Blessings from communications about hidden tendencies. That is a conversation that I was mentioning with that Cancer and Aries energy that came through. Blessings from that communication. You're able to figure out again what it is that you're meant to manifest together. Good fortune resulting from the fluctuations of large institutions or overwhelming events. So this pandemic is a pretty overwhelming event. 12th house Pisces and Neptune energy are also known to rule the energy of sickness and disease. Or illness is kind of what's coming through. 12th house does rule hospitals energy. So this pandemic that we're going through, good fortune resulting from the fluctuations of this pandemic. The fact that we keep being forced to come back inside, to come back in our homes, is actually a good thing for you, my water signs, because you are able to have the conversations that you need to have to work with your intuition and to observe your situation to figure out the best way to communicate for how you're meant to move forward. Pay attention to Jupiter. Pay attention to the moon cycles. Pay attention to winter season. Again, you're going to start to see how all your hard work has paid off in that winter season as you move into 2023, and then you're planning for 2024. You're planning for the blessing that is meant to arrive in 2024 is kind of what's coming through. I hope that makes sense. I love that for you. I love that for you. It feels like justice. It feels like, it feels like balance. It feels like justice. It feels right? It feels safe. It feels good for you. So I love that. My water signs, I'm going to get into your personal messages now. Again, I hope that message resonated with you. You can go to your timestamps. I'll have them posted down below, and I will see you at your time. Hi Pisces, this is your individual message for 2022. I'm going to start with some overall ancestral guidance, and then I'm going to go into your oracle cards, your overall blessing lesson that's coming through for you, the self-care theme that you can use to work with the energy, your shadow that's coming through, and the lesson that you're learning from it. Then we'll, pull some clarifiers, and we'll close out for you. I just wanted to share the message that came through for you was sit and meditate, and marinate is also came through. So sit and meditate or marinate on the situation. There's an energy of, I just heard stew is coming through, but there is an energy of food is also coming through. But marinate, there's an energy of let it sit in it. To let all the flavor, to let all the juiciness, the sweetness, the goodness, the tastiness soak in is kind of the energy that's coming through. Marinate. Marinate on your experience right now. Marinate in your sacred space right now. Marinate in spirit. Marinate in love is what's coming through. Meditate on it. Meditate on all the places where you can find those blessings in your life, and then marinate in it is what's coming through. Let's get your overall ancestral guidance, Pisces, for the year of 2022. True offering is at the bottom of your deck, Pisces. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Yeah, release. Let go. Let go of the defenses, right? That energy that came through. Let go of the fear, the illusion, and maybe any addictions that you might be working through at this time. Surrender it is what's coming through. Release it to divine. Make it God's. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of detachment. Is what's coming through when you finally detach from what it is that you want, is when it comes to you, is kind of what's coming through, which can feel kind of cruel sometimes, but there's an energy of also to know that we are whole already, is really what's coming through. We are whole already. Anyone else is just a reflection, is just extra. Anything else is just a reflection, is just extra. Your existence is good enough, right? So it's yes, it's great to want and to desire certain things, certain relationships, certain experiences or environments in your life. But when you hold on to it, when you cling on to it, you almost push it away, is what's coming through, because you're so focused on holding on to it that you're not focused on creating the space for it, is what's coming through. Spaciousness is coming through. It's creating the space for it. What do I no longer need? Again, that message that came through. What do you need to release? Again, so maybe for some of you, those walls that you have up around your loved ones, right? What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Yeah. That's that energy of stating, what was it? Gemini energy, that masculine energy that came through. Speaking what you want to be known into the universe, and also asking, as you ask that, also asking for you to have the inspiration, the guidance to release anything that will no longer serve you on this next phase of your journey, right? You're moving into new cycles, my water signs and my Pisces. So what do you no longer need? It's time to let it go. It's time to surrender it, to release it. Because there's new relationships, there's new love, there's new partnership that is awaiting you as you move forward. There's new experiences. Loneliness. It might feel lonely sometimes to detach yourself from all of these things, right? From people, from places, from jobs, whatever it is. It can feel alienating in a way. But the message of loneliness is saying when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. There's also an energy of when you are alone, when you are in your own space. How does your space make you feel when you are just, right, when you're alone? Do you feel good in your space? And if not, what can you do to make yourself feel better in your space? Do you need, again, maybe candle? Do you need a plant in your room? Do you need to tidy up, clean up? What would make your space feel better? There's also an energy of, again, that the internet is going to be your space of work, in a sense, right? Your career space. But it's in your home, right? So what do you need to make that space healthier is also what's coming through. Blue light glasses is coming through. Grounding crystals is coming through. Crystals like black tourmaline, black obsidian, sodalite is good for communication. Pyrite is good for business and internet, and protecting your mind, your thoughts. There's an energy of connections that's coming through. Titanium aura quartz also just helps you to cleanse and strengthen your auric field, to protect your auric field is also what's coming through. So what do you need to create a safe space to work and to play and to grow and to learn and all of these different things that are now happening within our home spaces, right? What do we need? What are the new rules? What are the new boundaries? So that we can stay healthy, right? is what's coming through, and so that we are not distracted from our divine purpose is also what's coming through. You also have the card of doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises. Yeah, so again, doing all of these things doesn't mean everything is gonna get better right away, right? You have to still put some work in, and divine will also test you. They're gonna test your commitment, and it's also opportunities to see how do you work around obstacles and challenges when they arise. And then what does that say about who you are? What does that say about your character? What does that say about your determination? What does that say about your will? What does that say about the truth that you are moving forward with is also what's coming through. The truth that you are holding on to as you move through this transformative time, that Page of Swords energy, that you're fearlessly looking forward, even though you can't maybe see necessarily an end in sight. Something in you knows it's there. Something in you knows that you will see the rebirth is what's coming through. Maybe for some of you, you're witnessing a birth is also coming through, Pisces. But you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Yeah, it's restoring your confidence in spirit to guide you when you can't see the way, right? You can't see, but spirit can, right? So it's restoring your faith. It's restored when you see butterflies, right? Take a walk out in nature was a message that came through for my water signs. It's restored when you see butterflies that remind you of the transformation that's occurring at this time. Think about a butterfly's journey and then think about your journey is what's coming through. Flowers is also coming through. Dandelions, daisies is coming through. Again, just notice the differences, the different parts of nature. What's different here? What's new here is also what's coming through. Or maybe what's old here, right? Yeah. Walking among trees and flowers and butterflies is definitely... Hi Pisces, sorry about that. My phone storage doesn't have enough space, so I had to just delete some videos, but I think that also speaks to some challenges, right? Some technical difficulties maybe that arise. How do you move through them? How do you work through them? So with that being said, let me just move on to your oracle cards, oracle messages, the overall blessing coming through for you for 2022. Grounding. Regrounding, reconnecting to nature, Earth Star Chakra, getting your feet on the ground, on the earth, feeling that nurturing energy, that healing energy. Maybe you have a special tree that you go to, that you just sit under, and just be held in nature is what's coming through. be held in nature. The self-care theme that you can work with. I was about to say, be held in nature and to be able to connect to your roots, connect to your ancestors, my Pisces. Connect to your ancestors. Card number 14, which is a 5. You have 4 and then 5. This is a progression. This is that foundation, and then the foundation is challenged. Is what's coming through. The foundation is challenged. The foundation is tested to see if it has what it takes to last throughout some storms, right? Before we even attempt to continue to build upon it, is what's coming through. But connect with your ancestors. The reflections of you from past lifetimes, the energies that carry your DNA, their wisdom, their guidance, their support, their protection is what's coming through. Maybe you have a tree where you go and give offerings to connect to your ancestors is also what's coming through. And if you don't, maybe you want to find one this year is what's coming through. A tree where you can go and take offerings. Even if it's just water, you go and just take some water and water the tree. Water as an element connects us to the memory of our ancestors, right? Water holds memory. And water covers this planet. We're filled up with water. And that also connects us, that also is connected to our blood, right? And to our lineage. So yeah, for some of you, just take some water to a tree. For some of you, I'm just going to say it, whoever this is for, you'll know who it's for. If it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for some of you, with that blood energy, there's an energy of taking some of your menstrual blood to a tree and giving that as an offering. Almost as a sacrifice, but as an offering is coming through. Just be very careful with doing that. Know what you're doing is definitely what's coming through. Don't blame the messenger. Don't try something that you're not ready for, is also what's coming through. Just be very cautious of the energies that you're channeling. Be very clear and concise is also a message that's coming through. But for some of you, that can be very supportive to you, can be very healing to you, can connect you deeply with the energy of Mother Earth. The energy of Mother is also coming through. I'm seeing connect to your maternal ancestors, grandmother and great-grandmother. Yeah, is what's coming through for Pisces. That is your overall blessing and self-care theme. Your shadow is wicked. One who sows the seeds of hatred will see their children harvest the fruits. This is about being very aware, again, of the relationships in your life at this time. Whether you have children or you're planning to have children, the decisions that you make now, the conversations that you have now, the connections that you can either build or destroy now, your children may harvest those fruits, right? So just be very clear again with your intention. Be very clear with your intention. Be very be honest with yourself. Be spiritually clean is also, right? That's what came through. Spiritual cleanliness. Be spiritually clean. So that you're not carrying around any residue energy that might be taken out on an unsuspecting soul is what's coming through for my Pisces, because you don't know what ripple effect that can have in your life. And then there's also an energy of, maybe for some of you, you're becoming aware of the way that your parents and grandparents choices and decisions made ripple effects in your life, is what's coming through, right? That affected your foundation from what you grew up on the shoulders of, is what I just heard. So yeah, that is your shadow energy. I'm going to read this card, some of this card for you really quickly. Having absolutely no balance between the dark and the light, and not striving to. Don't mistake, total balance 24/7 is not a realistic process for most, when there are so many causes to sway one way or the other. However, trying to maintain a semblance of it is key. Of course, you don't want to deal in only darkness, because it can reap unsavory consequences, but only dealing in the light can leave the inexperienced unprepared to protect themselves in the event that it is necessary. This card, more than anything, is a call to action to assess why you have made the spiritual decisions you have made and how they have panned out for you thus far. Spiritual cleanliness. My Pisces is what's coming through. So that is your shadow, and the lesson that you can learn from this: blind leading the blind. Those who seek the truth doubt those who find it. There's an energy of you're kind of being humbled. You're regrounding is also what's coming through. You're putting the work that you have cultivated, maybe have been sharing and teaching, you're putting that work onto yourself, right? How are you helping others? How are you leading others when you don't take your own advice, is kind of what's coming through, in whatever way makes the most sense. But it's definitely about walk it like you talk it, right? Walk it like you talk it. Otherwise, you're just blind leading the blind. And it's remembering that it's always a journey of learning. It's also being kind to yourself and be kind to others, right? Again, as we mentioned, for the mistakes maybe that people make. It's a journey. It's an unfolding, is the word that's coming through. And then I just saw like the unfolding of a flower. Yeah. So that is the lesson that you're learning. So I hope that makes sense for you, Pisces. I'm going to pull your final messages. You have Conjure and Onija Kauri. The Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. Baba Kauri at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles energy. I'm also seeing there's a seed that wants to be planted. Again, this new foundation that has been built. It's being tested. There's an energy of you're working on it slowly, thoughtfully. You're putting the work in slowly, thoughtfully. There's an energy of rituals that's coming through. Again, offerings, sacrifice is also coming through. You're conjuring the energy of your ancestors to support you, to protect you. And this is supporting your stability, your foundation, your business is also coming through, your career is coming through. This is also helping you to create better boundaries that allow for you to enjoy a more healthy experience when it comes to, again, releasing some fear, some illusions, some addictions for some of you, releasing the addiction that's coming through, again, because the energy came through so strongly, was the addiction to social media, right? it's releasing that addiction so that you can pay attention and slowly work towards your manifestation is what's coming through. Four of Pentacles at the top of the deck. This is holding on. What I just heard is hold on to your faith. Is what's coming through. But again, there's a 4 is the energy this is giving me is that Cancer energy. Cancer rules the 4th house. But it's that inner energy. It's that inner work that needs to be done. It's the inner foundation that needs to be done, either within yourself, or again within your environment, within your home space, is what's really coming through for this. So again, I hope that makes sense, Pisces. That is your overall message and energy coming through for you for the year of 2022. And I will see you in my next one. Make sure to like, comment, share this message. Subscribe to the Hummingbird Coven YouTube page if you haven't already. Thank you again for becoming a patron and for supporting my reading, supporting my work. I will see you guys in my next one. Happy healing. Bye.